Hey everybody, welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm back after punishing you guys with the porgism that is Affinity and that nonsense and his failure to stream properly yesterday. I am back better than ever, Ranger J 1999 coming at you, part of the RSG crew. It's time for the lunch stream. What is a lunch stream, you ask? Well, that's where we just hang out with you wonderful people for the next hour or so, answer some of your Star Wars Galaxy Heroes questions, and do a roster review and just let madness ensue. I've got quite a lot of people here with me today, so let's introduce everybody. Let's see, we've got Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, who I think is in a meeting. Let's check. Yep, still in a meeting. Oh, he's here.
It just finished.
Oh, okay, okay. Damn it. I mean, oh, hi, Finn.
Popcorn.
Don't even start that crap today, Finn. I'm not in the mood. Also joining us here.
Yeah, you have to give him a Tylenol first.
Yeah, I need some cocaine before I deal with that crap. All right. Also here, we got the Big Deal Grande Patron. Do you want me? And we also have the Mechanic Grim.
Wasabi.
Wasabi to you, my friend. We also have joining us the lovely Ouchie Dumpling.
Why, hello.
Yeah. Ouchie has lost 25 pounds by eating Chex Mix Hot Mix.
The ghost pepper, the new ghost pepper variety.
Well, they sure ghost peppered the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Did it hurt?
No. No, it's good.
It will in about 4 hours.
See, you're supposed to, when somebody asks you if did it hurt, you say yes, but I think I liked it. Can I have some more?
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Also joining us is the Solus one, Sanely Red.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back. Good to be back myself. And if you guys have questions, Sanely will be scooping them up, and we will get to as many questions as we can after we do the roster review and stuff. So if you have questions, go ahead and put those out there. Shout outs. Anything you'd like us to read and discuss, go ahead and throw it in there. Just make sure you put question or however you want to do it. Sanely's monitoring chat, and he will make sure they get that squared away. And of course, last but not least, we have the one and only Mike Hunt from across the pond with us.
Oi, oi, Savaloi.
All right, that was incoherent, so thank you for that.
You're more than welcome.
All right. Could you speak not English, please, for the rest of the program?
Okay, yeah, and going back to Ouchie's Chili's, of course, she's going to be replicating Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire in a couple of hours.
Nah, I can take it.
Burns.
I can take it.
Ring of Fire.
But can the toilet? That's the real question, because then you are in trouble. When you melt the porcelain, your feet get wet.
You can make the whole song about it, like,
Don't do
Ouchie is a brave lass. Soon fire will come out of her ass.
Yeah, I'm following it up with a curry chicken sandwich.
Oh,
so I really like to live dangerously.
Right now was weird news from yesterday.
Yeah.
Freaking cocaines and pineapples and poems to get out of pooing tickets. It was awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that was an English story. I was watching the stream.
Yeah.
There's Daily Mirror.
And last but not least, we have the one and only Stoner Jedi himself, Xylo Takedown, and the baby. That's your cue, Stoner. Are you on mute, Stoner?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It was on mute. What's up, guys?
You're not such a good example for my young apprentice, Stoner.
Okay. Mechanisms.
All right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. We just hit over 3,600 subscribers. Yay! Soon we will rule the galaxy of heroes. Galaxy thing. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. That does help us tremendously here on the YouTubes. And if you haven't checked out our Patreon already, please do. We are almost at our goal of 300. You guys are amazing. We really appreciate all your love and support. So keep it up. You guys keep supporting us. We're going to keep kicking ass and taking names and putting out the content that you guys love. And we really appreciate all you guys. So, that being said...
Ranger.
Yes.
Since we have 3,600 subscribers, do you want to start with the NGINX?
Is it running, Finn? Because last time
I have it up. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to our man live, Finn, on the scene with his Galaxy of Heroes account. Finn, what can you tell us?
All right. So, if you guys weren't aware, last week, I think it was last week, right, Ranger? Somebody donated money for you to get the solo pack.
Yep, JV420.
JV420. give you 420. And so Ranger bought the solo pack. And I said I may buy it, but I was going to do Google surveys and stuff to try and get money in order to get it. But on Jedi Academy, Tenebris nicely donated $70 on the super chat for me to open the packs.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did. And so it was
That's
really,
awesome.
really nice. And so 3,600 subscribers. I don't really spend my own, but Tenebris donated to us with that purpose, and of course we're gonna do it. So here you guys go. You guys will actually see me buying something on stream now. So 3,600 subscribers. This is what you guys get. And thank you, Tenebris, for making this possible. So here we go. Solo Ultimate Bundle. We see all the shards here. By the way, I have 2 of these characters already 7-star, so some of these are going to shard shop.
Which 2?
Enfys and Young Han.
Yeah, my Young Han's getting closer.
Whoa, you got a 7-star Enfys?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so jealous.
Let's not talk about that.
All right, so we are purchasing.
Oh, wait. Do we need to hide this?
I'll hide it. Don't worry.
Where's the drum roll?
I'm hiding it. Tell me when you're ready. I'll put it back.
It's already hidden. I hide it on my stream to you. Don't worry.
Hold it. Don't do anything. Okay, technical difficulties. Please stand by.
That's why.
Some of your stuff showed up there, Finn. I was a little nervous. I was saying, "Oh, wait a minute."
It's all right if we see his password and account number.
Well, if you guys would like your own set of.
Man, that's such a great pack.
All right. So, is it back? It says the purchase was all set, right?
Yes, go for it.
All right.
That was a technical difficulty.
Why was your password porg?
Yeah, what?
Here we go.
Let's see what Finn gets. Oh, we already know what he gets. So.
Let's see what he gets.
Yeah, I know.
I'm curious to see what he gets. I don't know what's going to happen.
You've seen the South Park episode, right?
We know
He's going to have the only 1-star porg in game.
Oh, you didn't get Bastila. That sucks.
No, I didn't get Bastila.
You know, it would have been kind of funny if he accidentally bought the big chromium pack instead of the solo pack.
That would be sad.
Okay.
Yeah, the light side one.
Okay. We got 55 of Lando. Let's see what the next one is. 55 of L3.
I'm thinking you're to get Rogar. Let me think. Oh, okay, I was wrong.
55 of Vandor Chewie.
10 Omegas.
Yeah, you get
it does have 10 Omegas, which is pretty sweet.
It's a really good pack.
Oh, you're almost done
with
this
Kira. Is the one that's actually worth the money, I think. And
55 of Han Solo.
The Lando pack's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
The
value is definitely this.
So there you go. Yay! Finn made his purchase. Now you get in there, you go level those characters right now, you son of a...
Yeah, I'm starring everyone up. Hold on. Yeah, so there you go. We'll see Lando first.
Promote there. Okay, there we go.
The one thing that sucked about that Lando pack was it was like 24 hours, wasn't it?
But I don't know how quick it was, but I snagged it.
I did.
Okay, but now we go to L3.
Go to L3, okay.
His Mechano Life Mate.
Okay.
Yeah, I snagged up that Lando pack and that solo pack, man. Both of those are really good buys, man.
Yeah, then I had to have a conversation with the wife about what happened.
Go to Vandor Chewie. Vandor Chewie is now 5 stars. So now I do have 5-star solo characters, thanks to Tenebris. So thank you very much.
Which means if there's a legendary, you got it, right?
Yeah. So I have the legendary now if it comes. Because I have Vandor Chewie, I have L3. Kira is now 76 out of 100, and I already have a 7-star Han Solo and Enfys. So thank you once again to Tenebris, and thank you to all of you guys as we've reached 3,600 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed seeing me open a pack because
it'll never happen again. Let me tell you.
All right, there you go.
And if you would like to see us open more packs, you just donate to the Screw Finn, give more to RangerFoundation.com.
Which is the RSG PayPal.
Oh, wow.
Which is RSG PayPal. Yeah.
All right, let's go back to our regular scheduled program. We have a roster review today. Who are we doing today there, Dr. Finn?
All right, let me catch up. So it is Thrak VT.
And this threw me off a little bit because Grim was like, it's Thrak. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the name I'm seeing on...
Yeah, it's Cronin in
Cronin M or
the
Cronin M.
yeah, that's the GG name. So his GG name is Cronin, and his in-game name is Thrak Vitor.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's like one of the standard ones that it starts out with or not, or maybe his.
Why is GG moving to new servers?
Because they need more space.
There's so many people.
Mike, you know why? Don't even play dumb. Come on.
Okay.
They're adding new functionality too.
Ship meta
Well,
report
yeah, they want to. They're trying.
Ooh, a ship meta report? That'll be awesome.
That would be awesome. Yeah. I don't know for sure. I'm crossing my fingers because I think that would be awesome if we could get more on the
Agreed.
Ship. They do a great job, and I'm sure they would do awesome with
Boy,
that.
I can't wait to show that on the Wednesday show. That will be so exciting.
Yeah, 2 GOs and a hound's tooth now, isn't it? That's the meta. There you go.
So what?
I saved them weeks of work.
Oh my god! All right, and he is in, or they are in. I'm assuming this is a dude, but I could be wrong. So I'll just say they. They are in Rebel Alliance.
Yep.
Rebels Alliance.
I'm going to go with he for just the generic person, but if the person's in chat, then you can correct me.
Nice.
Mainly looking for a check of just all the teams, any holes in the roster, where to go next with Zetas. He's thinking of going next with Crew, his Scarred. Yeah. And then he's thinking of building a Bastila team for territory. So we're looking at his overall character roster and seeing if he has any holes.
Yeah, go with the Crew Scarred. That's a good one. If you already have his leader done, especially if you have his leader done, might as well finish him off. So I don't have a problem with that at all. So let's just filter. So I heard Bastila. So let's look at his Jedi. We'll look at his.
And
Sith.
He's in a 166 million GP guild, so chances are he is getting a heroic Sith.
Sure.
And
so we'll look at Jedi, then we'll look at Sith, and then we'll look.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, if he doesn't have Traya, chances are he's getting close in a 166 million. So. We can,
let's see, Jedi. Kenobi's 12-star gear 12. Let's see, Bastila. Bastila's 3 stars gear 8. Got to get her to 11. She sucks for the 2 droid collars you need, but other than that, she's not too bad to get to 11. But those 50, I think it's from 8 to 9 and 9 to 10, or 10 to 11, you have to have the droid collars. Jesus, pain in the ass. Ezra's gear 11. Grandmaster Yoda is gear 11. I don't see a Hermit Yoda.
I think maybe we should start a little, I don't want to say backwards, right? But this team needs a Zeta on a couple of characters to really work out well.
Right.
You definitely need Bastila lead Zeta, right? And then if he doesn't have Hermit Yoda, but if you did have Hermit Yoda, then Strength Flows is one of them that you want.
I personally like the unique for Grandmaster Yoda too. You don't need it, but I really think it's really good. So it's Ezra Zeta, but again, not priorities. You can run this team without those just fine. It just makes the team that much stronger.
Right. So here are his Zetas right now. So let's see if he should put a Zeta on Bastila or whether. Oh, and it looks like since we asked him, he did put a Scarred. He did put the Zeta on Scarred. So
okay. So
his Zetas are Double Asajj. He has Barriss. He has BB-8 roll with the punches.
Sure.
He has Bosk. He has Cody. He has CLS It Binds All Things. He has Scion. He has Vader. That's his leader. He has Emperor Palpatine lead. He has Finn lead. He has First Order Stormtrooper.
Good.
Veers. Ebb and Flow on Thrawn. He has Han Solos. He has Jins. He has Kylo Ren's Outrage. He has double on Kylo Ren Unmasked. He has the unique on Mother Talzin. He has double Zeta on R2. He has 2 Zetas on Jedi Training Rey, including the leader, a Zeta on Visas Mar, and a Zeta on Wampa.
I mean, he's got what he needs, and he just finished the First Order team. So the First Order team, I don't even have to look at. I know that sucker's taken care of. So it's not like the Night Sisters too.
He is missing Nihilus,
yeah,
and he's probably getting close to Traya.
Let's look. Let's look at his Sith then, because the Jedi team, if you're gonna go for it, Bastila is the key. You got to have Bastila, and you don't have a Hermit Yoda. So I don't know if you're farming him, but if you aren't, you're gonna need him.
Yeah, that team hurts without Hermit Yoda. Like you don't need it, but it
if you had a Visas Mar, maybe that sort of kind of could work. The other character you can
throw in Isla for now, couldn't he?
No, I prefer Jolie or Visas on that team. I don't. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, because Hermit Yoda on that team, if you're not familiar, right, the reason he's so good is because he does protection recovery with his massive heal plus his basic heal.
Yeah.
And the Bastila lead is contingent upon having your protection, because then you drop your max protection stuff. And your tenacity and all that. So the more you're kind of just like keeping the protection up and just healing through some of the health ones in particular, because it's a counter, Night Sisters are a counter, the more you can just keep on healing up your Jedi so the like plagues and stuff don't stick, it becomes harder to counter those teams. So if you don't have like a healer, then the plagues will stick, and then you don't get rid of them, and then the team is very vulnerable to Night Sisters without her.
I would not worry about Nile. I don't know where you're at with your Trey. I would assume you're getting there. You've got the team that standard team, this kick-ass team with Scion Nihilus when you unlock Treya. Sith Trooper.
He's in the chat. It's Mitchell Cronin. He's in the chat. Sure. And he said his Hermit Yoda is 121 out of 145. So he's getting close on Hermit Yoda.
Okay. So that's a piece to add to your Jedi team. And then where are we with Treya?
Yeah, let us know where you are with Treya, too.
Because you've got all the other pieces for your
He's got
team.
all the pieces to make a really great team right now under Emperor Palpatine.
Just
team.
A little further.
I mean, his Thrawn looks great. You know,
Nihilus, Scion, Sith Trooper.
Sith Troopers. I didn't even look at his Sith Trooper, but
Gear 11, 7-star.
So we could seriously be running an Empire team. I mean, a Sith team right now, and put Thrawn on the team,
and you're golden.
And he could run that team today.
Yeah.
So I think he would stay higher, running his two pieces of the Triumvirate, Sith Trooper, and Thrawn.
Yeah, that team's a team.
48 out of 145 on Treya.
I honestly.
All right, so we got a ways to go then.
Well, but we do have a ways to go. But it depends on. He could be getting pretty high on the reward leaderboard. I mean, if he's getting 7 or 8 a time, 7 or 9, 10 or whatever it is a time, he could be doing. Pretty
let's ask
good.
2 more questions then. Where are you finishing in Sith Raid? Are you finishing in top 10, or where are you typically finishing? And then second, where are you finishing in Fleet? Because that also impacts how many Zetas you're getting, and then you do want to try and double Zeta Treya as soon as you get
I'd save her
her
next 2 Zetas. At least save 2 Zetas for Treya.
Yeah, we need to plan that as well.
You need a leader and a unique done. I mean, it's just...
He's looking pretty good in ships. I just swung over to his ships real quick.
Yeah, First Order looks great. I'm just looking for any holes. But with the Zetas you already said you had, I'm just like, okay. Let's look at Night Sisters.
We need to finish off Sunfac.
Night Sisters, look at those. Yeah, First Order looks solid. And GG's being slow, but we expected that. Yeah, Night Sisters look great. He's got the Zetas he needs for that team.
He has a Zeta he's not utilizing a lot, because he was mentioning territory battles for his Bastila team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a Zeta on his Jin. His Chirrut is gear 11. His Baze is gear 10, if I saw correctly. And the other thing is you don't really have any other Rogue One characters kind of there to take advantage of your
probably,
Zeta.
Right? I heard a Zeta on Jin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he has a Zeta on Jin's lead, but he doesn't have a squad that really can utilize her. Like so his Chirrut is gear 11. His Baze is gear 9. Those will sometimes end up on a CLS team, right? Just because they work together really well. And so you're looking at like Cassian, K2, Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, Biston, something like that.
They're gear 9. They're 7 stars. I mean, just need the gear pieces. They are a bitch. Cassian from 10 to 11 is a pain in the balls to gear. I mean, they all are. But just get him to gear 11, and that team's pretty solid with that Jin lead. I mean, Cassian's... I did it by accident, but Cassian's Zeta is nothing to sneeze at either. It's really good, too. But, yeah, I mean, he's getting there. I mean, he's solid with them. I mean...
I think we need to fix his arena team. That to me, his arena and his ships teams, to me, and making sure that he's getting an average in the top... we'd like to see his average, instead of at 36, more like his average at top 20.
He is running my Assault GTR. Yeah, he's getting first. He's getting first in ships, and he's getting top 50 with with his JTR
Right.
team, which is what you can only hope for with the JTR team, you know.
But I'm thinking if he switched over to Empire, he could possibly. I mean,
He
if he
could,
switched
and
over
for
to
Palpatine
Sith,
lead
he
with
could get
Scion,
top
Nihilus.
20 for Arena,
Does
and
he
it would
have a
just help him
Nest?
on his crystals a little bit. You know, I don't know about shard chats or whatever. You never know, but if he got top 20, it would help his crystal accumulation. That's all I'm saying.
So another question then for you, Mitchell. Your rank in Arena, is it because you're having difficulty beating teams? Is it because you don't have the time?
He's got
in
to
order to
get
do
4-star gear 11 Nest.
Mhm.
He could run
Like,
that.
we
team
want to
with
get
him.
you higher in Arena, but why is it that you're not higher? And is it because of difficulty beating teams? Is it because of? And I'm afraid to ask you to do this, Grande. Do you want to look at his mods to see if it's
I
a mod?
looked at him already.
Oh, he's
I looked
got
at
some sweet mods.
Are
He has
they?
some very no. We gotta. It appears as though we've got them not all on our Arena team, or not all on our current Arena team.
I blame
We've
Finn.
got some on. We've got, first of all, he's got 3 mods over 20 plus speed. 2 of them on Thrawn makes perfect sense. The other one on Nest makes perfect sense. But I feel like we need to utilize Nest better than we are.
Yeah.
If you look at the rest of his Arena team, looks great. Seems a little strange to have such a high speed on Boba Fett. Seems kind of strange to have such a high speed on Poe, and then we've got some of these on like
Poe makes
Scion,
sense.
which
but
it looks like we were starting with the Scion team, which is why we got Scion so fast, and then we kind of stopped with that.
Right.
Sort of make, so some of these mods seems like they're a little like, and then we have some on Bastilla, like we were trying to kind of go for that a little bit. Bastilla.
All right, so he did say he can beat everything except Traya in the top 20. So
Yeah,
it is a Traya thing that's affecting a lot of people. It's not just
But here's the thing: is EP lead can beat Traya lead.
Yeah, you can go EP with your Sign, with your Nihilus, with your Enfist, and hell, throw in a Vader.
And
Or
with
Thrawn.
his mods,
Actually, go
as you were
Thrawn
saying,
with that
Grande,
team.
With his mods, he should
his
be able to
Enfys
beat
may
it.
faster than most.
Yeah, he should, because you get a fast Enfist, fast Thrawn, then just kick the crap out of people. Because Enfist goes first. She does her days and removes her turn meter. Your Thrawn goes next. I mean, then it's game on like Donkey Kong, you know. And because they have the debuffs, they lost turn meter. Your Nihilus is going to go first. Your Sign's going to go. You're just going to start wrecking. So I definitely agree with that. And you want your Enfist to be the fastest possible. I mean, as close as 300 as you can get her. And then you want
Let's see if we filter for just flat offense where we're at.
But I mean, your roster overall is really solid, man.
We've got some flat offense mods that probably need to move a little bit. Flat offense over 100, probably need to move that like off of Stormtrooper Han and off of
It looks like he didn't focus on offense at all.
He's not. Yeah, we've not moved. We've been moving offense around because of who it's on. So potentially for performing higher in the Sith raid, a lot of these plus 100s, even plus 90s, plus 80s need to move over to our Sith teams. But it looks good. He's really doing well, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a very
Really
well developed
solid.
roster. So
It really
I think
is.
you're definitely on the right track.
Yeah,
here.
we're just trying to get you a little bit focused on your first order's done. Nice sisters look great. You're in a
he did
great
ask us to
spot.
find holes in his roster, and we are trying to poke holes everywhere.
Yeah,
So
and
we-
those are just the few holes we're seeing. Honestly, I mean, everything looks pretty solid. I mean, other than gear, you've got the main pieces you need for a lot of these teams done, and that's really great. You know, whether it's a CLS, JTR, the one team you could focus in on is Bastilla. That could be a long-term project, but really what we recommend is as you're working on Traya, save up at least 2 Zetas. Now, if you get to a 3rd Zeta before you unlock her, then you can start working on Bastilla and some of them one at a time with your Zetas. But I would save up those 2s because it takes a while to get Zetas, obviously, and you're working on Traya because that's going to be the person you want to go to, especially with the roster you have being as well developed as it is. So save those 2 Zetas for Traya. As you start getting more before you unlock her, then you can start working on the Bastilla team. That's where I would kind of focus in on, and then just work on gear. Get those characters that are in those teams that are not gear 11 to gear 11. Your Rogue One teams, things of that nature. But I'm pretty impressed with your roster, to be honest. It looks pretty solid. I have no complaints whatsoever with anything that you've done so far. All right. Anything else we need to look at, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman?
I think that covered everything he had requested. Now he's in the chat, so if there's anything else, I mean, we kind of looked at your teams overall. I looked at your bounty hunters since you did have a Zeta on your Bosk. Your bounty hunters are pretty much gear 11, so you've done a good job on working on those. You have a lot of good territory war squads, if that's what you're kind of facing. You have First Order, you have Jedi Training Ray, you put together a decent Rebel squad. I would work on your bays a little bit on your gear. I think that would help your Chirrut base combo there.
It makes a big difference. I have a tier 12, and they're a nightmare.
I didn't look. Where's his old Ben? His old Ben is gear 9. Okay,
yeah, so that could be a team you can put on the Bastila team, so you can keep your Zaris and GK together.
Exactly. So you'll want to work on your old Ben, so then you can put him in there. You keep your Kenobi Bears combo. Or potentially, since you don't have Hermit Yoda, you could use GK Bears on the Bastila team, but that wouldn't be the optimal.
That's not optimal, and that hurts you.
Hermit Yoda and Old Ben would be your optimal goal.
Yep.
Let's see. I mean, you're solid pretty much everywhere. What star level is his Enfys?
She's 4 stars, gear 11.
Okay, so my guess, Grande, when you saw a lot of those mods on like Boba and stuff, he may have remodded in order to beat the super difficult challenge in order to get the Enfys.
Sure.
So,
he could have. You're right.
So that may be a reason why they're scattered. And so, I mean, understandable if that's the reason. But for your arena, we definitely need to focus a little bit more on modding them more optimally. And then I think the Sith squad should help you against Traya.
There you go.
I was beginning to wonder why there was an 18 speed on Boba Fett there for a moment.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. If you have more questions, Cronin, a.k.a. Thrax, let us know, and we will be more than glad to help you out. That's what we're here for. But really good job with your roster, my friend. Just take those recommendations, and that'll be your focus for a bit, and rock and roll and kick ass. All right. And now we get to this questions. I'm going to go do the Ewok event for the first time and get my Zetas from it. Now, who should I run? Let's see what we can run anything.
You should run Ewok.
Bounty Hunters.
No, I'm not running goddamn. No,
I second the Ewoks.
They're not good. So let's
Run
Jawa. It'll
so
be entertaining.
You know what? I don't even know why I asked you guys.
Jawa.
I ran Embo lead Bounty Hunters.
Okay,
that was fun.
I'm done. I'm not even dealing with you.
All right, let's go to questions.
Houndstooth. Just shoot them all up with the ship.
Sick of it.
Cheat.
Sick of you.
Sanely, I think you need to save Ranger.
Widow X. Question, can I get a shout out for First Order, part of the Dark Lord Syndicate?
Do it.
People with 1.8 million GP plus, that's a team player and looking to have a shot at Heroic Sith Raid much sooner than normal.
Hey.
And that's the alliance that Grande and I are a part of.
That's right. It's Dark Lord's Alliance.
That you join us.
Absolutely.
Nice.
You'll love it.
Very nice.
Very nice. Shout out to you guys.
Not only for all that, but being in an alliance with a big deal. That's kind of.
I mean,
I'm telling you, if you're in an alliance with a big deal, you're gonna love it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Next question.
Andrew Sweeney. Question, what happened Saturday that led to the shutdown of the mature channel?
Oh.
Headaches. Next question.
Drama.
We'll leave it at that.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for Finn. Got a green speed mod and only speed on secondary, but when I upgraded it didn't upgrade speed. Why is that? And why don't we have TB this week? Thanks.
I actually answered this question yesterday for you, Pennypinch, but it was after like the delay and stuff, so I'm sure you dropped. But okay, so they changed the way that mods level. So it no longer does the secondary stat upgrades first. So previously, it used to do the upgrades and then added on the secondary stats until you got 4 by level 12. What it does now is it adds the secondary stats first. And so level 3, it adds your second secondary stat on a green. On a level 6, it'll add your third secondary stat. At level 9, it'll add your fourth. And then you get a level up at level 12. But by that time, you have 4 secondaries. And so there's a 25% chance that the original one gets rolled. That was one of the change with mods 2.0, and so that's why your secondary stat didn't upgrade. As for the TB, There's a few bugs with light side territory battles. They didn't really say, and I don't know if anybody else saw. I didn't see anything that specified which bug. I think it's the lasting Han Solo bug that a lot of people had an issue with regard to the raid, and I think they were trying to fix it and couldn't get it the fix in time. And as a result, they decided rather than just letting like another bug territory battle through, they just held it back, and you should be expecting to get rewards equal to your last light side territory battle in returns. So that's why you don't have a territory battle. And as an officer, I don't mind less tagging of people to complete their missions and deploy and stuff. I don't mind a break.
So basically, green mods now don't buy them.
You shouldn't buy anything. And honestly, if you're buying mods, I would not buy anything besides purple or gold. Purple
except
because you only need one
speed
slice.
primary arrows.
No, even speed primary.
Those still go to 30.
Yeah, they go to 30, and then in order to upgrade it, where you actually can go up to 34 or whatever it is, you need to slice 4 times and then get it to 6E. No mods. I would say no mods purple or below because you need too many slices. And so far, they've shown us the slicing materials are not coming easy. I would not buy a single mod below purple 5 dot. Blue is very, very questionable. Blue is the only thing that maybe, because you'll need 2 slices, and maybe 2 slices won't be bad. I wouldn't touch green. I wouldn't touch gray, even with an arrow mod, unless you are super short on them. If you don't already have 30 like speed for your arena set, I wouldn't bother with it. Not buying them. If you farm them from your like mod challenge and stuff, that's fine. But I wouldn't buy them from the store unless you don't have a set for your main arena squad.
So basically, farming is the new buying. Everyone's going to be spending more Cantina energy and farming.
Well, they're coming out with mod energy too, right? So eventually it's not even going to be Cantina. It's going to be mod energy, and you'll need to use crystals in order to refresh, but that doesn't count towards your 600. And so
that's annoying that it all utilizes the same currency, and yet we don't get the benefit of if you're going into the fleet battle option, those should count. It's energy. It should count towards your 600.
So I understand why, though. They explained it when they released the fleet energy. And it's that when you increase the overall energy, right, they would have to basically scale everything if we're keeping it at 600, but they wouldn't keep it at 600, right? They would basically increase it to like 900 and increase the cost of the raids equivalently. And then you would have to now get 900 instead of 600. Or if they introduce a new source, you might have to get like 1200, and all the costs of the raids are doubled. All the like banking amounts will double. And so that's why they just avoided it, because they'd have to change the way that the raid ticketing system works. And I can understand it from that point. Sadly, I can also say I can understand it from the point that free-to-play were able to keep up with whales who are like buying crystals in order to get those refreshes just by being high in arena. And maybe they didn't want the free-to-play like high-end arena to be able to keep up in that sense. And so they'll be like they're making it more difficult for like free-to-play to be able to keep up, because there's too much crystal spending going on if you're trying to get the first level of refreshes on all of the different energies and not just a few. So they might have a few different strategies potentially on why they're doing it. It is annoying for sure, but I can understand their reasoning for it. All right, next question.
Okay, good old Maurice. Question. Characters like Bistan can overcome the tenacity boost from Bastila. Is it worth the effort?
Yeah.
For
still a good team. Are you talking about Bastila being a good character just because Bistan can overcome it? Is that what the question's asking, Stanley?
Characters like Bistan can overcome the tenacity boost from Bastila.
When he's saying, is it worth it? I'm assuming he's referring to working on a Bastila team.
Yeah. I assume that's
the only team that doesn't have a super easy counter to is Treya lead. Honestly, right now in the game, every team has a potential counter that's really easy to come across, except for Treya. And Treya, you do need a lot of characters, and it's an Emperor Palpatine with a Scion and a Nihilus, and you need them pretty well. modded. You need an Enfys that's pretty well modded. I mean, it's not an easy team to beat without your own Treya. Every other team has an easy counter, and so if you're looking at just pure counter, then no team is worth working on. So you can't look at it that way. You need to see what the advantages are, and honestly, now you're looking more at territory wars as well, forcing people to use particular squads that they have to use otherwise. So just a strategy for lower level GPs. If you put a wall of Bastilas, there's a chance that they're going to use up their Night Sisters in order to beat it. Night Sisters is also the easiest counter against a Jedi Training Ray team. So you put a wall of Jedi Training Ray behind the Bastila. Now they don't have their Night Sisters because they've already used it, and now they're going to struggle a little bit more against Jedi Training Ray. It doesn't work so effectively at higher GPs because you have more rosters that are like counters. But if you're in the lower GP, that is a potential strategy for you, and then Bastila is definitely worth it.
Well,
okay, so good on Maurice. Clarified that.
Hold on.
No, it is worth developing Bistan and characters like him to overcome Bastila's tenacity boost. Bistan can land debuffs on Bastila teams, but needs significant modding.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're asking more on the Bistan side, not the Bastila side. Okay, then no, because Bistan kind of sucks as a character, although his ship is decent. There is another character, Night Sister Zombie, that puts tenacity down without it, and you don't even have to gear her. Ha! She's probably getting a nice little change coming up too. I wouldn't worry about Bistan as a counter to Bastila personally, because I think Bistan's overall use in the game is very limited. There's other characters that you can utilize that help with that. But I mean, if you're focusing on just trying to beat multiple Bastila teams, then yes. But overall roster progression, Bistan would be a late game work, especially right now since the ship is a little bit devalued compared to how it was when there were 5 ships.
Nathaniel Morgan, will CG bring the solo pack back if we need them for a legendary? Probably
not.
Paul Morgan, question, do we need to use Night Sisters to defeat Bastila teams? I've been running Night Sisters with GK and have had some success.
Have to? No. It's an easy counter. I've also posted a video where you can use GK, Barris, CLS, Nihilus, and Thrawn, and that also beats Bastila teams. Bastila has a few different counters. Good old Maurice, I'm not trying to crush your dreams. You're also at a level higher than most of the people that may be listening to this. So for you, working on Bistan makes sense. I just don't want to recommend it to everyone because I don't want them working on Bistan when there's other characters that provide more use overall in the game.
Yeah, Finn isn't trying to crush your dreams, man. You crush them on your own.
Word.
Good old Maurice. One of my favorite trolls.
You don't need any help.
Nathaniel Miller, question, how did you all do on yesterday's heist? I got 4 million.
5.
I got 7.5.
5. Boring.
Nathaniel Morgan, question, is it that?
I'm here.
No.
What did you get on your credit heist?
Oh, 5 million, like normal.
Oh.
But the money's really starting to pile up, though, since we don't have to spend so much on upgrading mods. Just what's sitting in the bank is starting to pile up.
No, yeah. That may just be a temporary hold on your money.
Wait till slicing comes out. Ouchie.
I know. That's what I'm saving it for.
All that money you're saving on mods, go right back into the mods.
Man, I have so many credits. Then they drop mod slice, and then all of a sudden your credits burst into flames.
Nathaniel Morgan, question, is it better to Zeta Treya lead or save for future characters and use EP lead?
I love Treya lead.
Yeah, you need both her Zetas.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for Ranger, why is your nest only Gear 7? Just asking because when you showed your roster last week, no biggie, just wondering why, since I know how much you love a good nest. Thanks, bro.
I just haven't started on her gear yet. I mean, I've been trying to finish up Magma and a couple other ones. I'm still farming her. I haven't really been using her that much. I've modded her and stuff like that, but I'm trying to get Magma 11, and I'm trying to get a couple others to 11 first, and then as I finish up the Scoundrels, I'll start focusing heavy on their gear. But not a rush for me.
Her gear's not too bad either.
It's also... Sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was going to say, it's also because Ranger is doing something that we always recommend on the stream, is stay on target.
Yep. Science.
Plus, she's like one of those standalone characters that, you know, is pretty easy to focus on when you're ready to, so.
Grim, question. You do know the pack opening today makes you a whale affinity, right?
Son of a bitch.
I am a... Nah. Not a whale. It's only one pack. It's only one pack. I guess technically I am a funded minnow. Would that be fair? I would say funded minnow.
Nathaniel Miller, question for the Ewok event. What gear level do I need my team to be? I don't have Chirpa or Wicket up to snuff.
8.
9.
9! Yeah. You just kind of need 8 or 9. Depends on the team you're using also. If you're using a Chirpa lead, I think you need a little bit more. I found with Tebow lead, you don't need quite as much. And the whole premise of the Tebow lead is Tebow, Logray, Ewok, Elder, Wicket, and Chirpa. And you just try to keep Ewok, Elder stealth. And your other characters can die, but as long as your Ewok Elder's alive, he just keeps on rezzing them. So you just need kind of 8 or 9 on him with the decent mods. Doesn't need your god mods, and then the ability for your Ewoks to survive.
Danilo Papais, question, Finn, do you think I will be compensated according to my last light side territory battle or my current guild's last territory battle?
Current guild.
Yeah, I think. Well, no. What did they do last time? Last time I think it was your last reward.
It's based
right?
on the player.
Yeah, it was based on the player last
individual
time.
Player. It's always based on the individual player because they go back and they look at what did that individual player receive, and let's just double what they received. Let's just put up what they received the last time. So it's always based on the individual player.
But that also, if I remember correctly, Garnde, so this is what I'm trying to remember right now. Last time we also missed a light side battle, and they gave us the dark side territory battle rewards because that was the last one, right?
Yes, they're gonna give you the last TB, whether it was light side or dark side. That's what they're gonna give you.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get dark side rewards, so you'll probably get more IPD shards and stuff.
Can always use more IPD shards.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Wallach, question for a free-to-play earning first to third place in fleet and normal energy every day. How do you recommend spending crystals on refreshes after the new mod energy?
I don't know if he's going to like my answer. My answer is don't. Simply just don't spend them. We're on the verge of getting probably like 3 legendaries and potentially a 4th new type of release for like a Revan or something like that.
Hero's Journey or Villains.
Something new, like
Hero's Fall or something like that.
Yeah. So honestly, what I would do is if you don't need mods, and he said he was getting fine in Arena and Fleet, right? I would honestly just reduce your crystal spending to just what you need in order to get like a few refreshes of the newer characters' hard nodes. So like 50 crystals to refresh, and this is what I was doing. I'm just refreshing Bandor Chewie in order to get him a little bit faster, and that's pretty much it. And I was refreshing Landos also. So those were the 2 nodes that I was refreshing, and then 3 Cantina refreshes on L3 until I got her 5-star. Now, thanks to Tenebris, I have L3 5-star now. So chances are I'm not going to be doing any additional Cantina refreshes on her because I'm just trying to save up crystals because I don't know which character is going to be needed for these events coming up. So I would just straight up save crystals right now. just because of the way the game is going in the second half of this fiscal year, based on what the devs have said. But make sure you do enough to get your 600.
Mm-hmm. Zylo1111. Question: who do I have to sacrifice to RNGesus to not get screwed over so much?
Your first
The Eternal
born.
Twins.
First Porg.
Sacrifice the Eternal Twins? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sacrifice the Eternal Twins. Make Ranger happy. Then you'll.
Well, one already sacrificed one already.
Yeah, so there's only one left.
he killed his brother.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah, it's only been out for like 3 years.
I thought the twins.
I know.
No, Grande, God, go watch a video or something. Jesus.
I thought the Eternal Twins were.
No, Grande, my God.
You're thinking of Hansel and Gretel, Grande.
Yeah,
Those aren't
seriously.
twins.
I thought they were in the Clone Wars.
No,
and there was the father and the brother and the sister, and they were twins.
Butthole. No.
Wait. Hold the phone.
Was
A
one
brother
called
and
Luke
sister?
and the other one called Leia?
I think he's thinking about the Inquisitors.
No, not the Inquisitors. They were in the Clone Wars whenever General Kenobi and Anakin and Ahsoka all blacked out, and the brother sacrificed himself so that Ahsoka could live. Wasn't that a Clone Wars?
Yeah, it was Clone Wars.
That's not the Eternal
And aren't those the Eternal Twins?
No.
Well, then what are their names?
He's talking about the people from Mortis.
Yeah.
No, Grande, these aren't the Celestials.
Their names were the...
Please refer to my previous statements. God.
I was having a brain fart.
You have those a lot.
It's the son and the daughter.
We need you to stop doing that. In
Sorry.
fact, just don't talk anymore.
I was amused. I appreciated your comments, Grande.
I wasn't trying to be humorous. I really had a problem.
I think you were.
Yeah,
Grande.
he was trying to fix a point of confusion.
No, he wasn't. He's trolling.
And who was it that asked the question about Eternal Twins?
No one. There was no question about Eternal Twins. The question was who to sacrifice, and I said sacrifice the Eternal Twins.
Okay.
Let's be honest, every question is about the Eternal Twins in some way.
God.
The boy and the girl. Yeah, I got it.
No.
It's two girls. Listen.
God. You know, if it was a boy and a girl, it could be two Revens, because there is a female Revan, too.
Maybe they're
that's
twins, too.
Yeah, there's a male Revan and a female Revan, and they're twins.
Well,
and they're both coming to the game.
Finn,
Actually, and then each of them has a light side and a dark side. So there's going to be 4 Revens in the game. There's going to be
please
2
continue
female light
talking.
side.
You sound dumber by the
Stanley,
second.
help us.
Yes.
Hermit
no.
Program. Okay, what?
I was just going to say, I don't think we have enough Han in the game as well.
Oh, yeah.
Go,
right.
Stanley. Go, Stanley.
We still need the tag for him, too.
Henrietta. We'll call her Henrietta.
No.
Hermit Program. Question: does RSG have a territory war country list or graphic?
No. We haven't put together a graphic like that. I'll mention that the Hot Ski Patrol and the Nerf Herders have put together some really good territory war kind of counter type teams. We haven't put one together or so.
You know, this color scheme thing has really thrown me off because I have all these 30-speed arrows, but since they're all different colors, I can't see where they're at. I hate this.
I know. I've had to read that level thing all the time in order to try and figure out more and out what. Because I just used to look to see if my mods were all gold, and I can't do that now. So that's going to take a little getting used to. Next question.
Mr. Pennyfinch, question for Finn. Since you're a whale now, can we call you Free Willy? And Danilo Papayas,
not wrong.
Free Finny.
No, not Free Finny. Oh shit.
Wow. This
Finn
is
Willy.
wow. There's Tenebrous. You have caused the most chaos of 3,600 subscribers ever. Damn, I'm not even a whale.
Hey, it's not Free Finny.
All right, next question.
Jam Den K. Okay, question: how are you guys handling Houndstooth in Fleet Arena?
By running it.
You can avoid it
It's
for the
actually
most part.
pretty easy if you have TIE Fighter Pilot and Target Lock, because then you put buff immunity on him and he can't get all that stacking protection anymore.
He's also really easy if you use Chimera and just blow him up at the end.
That works too.
I've switched over. I've dropped some fac to my first reinforcement, stuck in Houndstooth, and yeah, that's fun. That is fun. and even when it was 4-star, it's now 5. But even when it was 4-star, I was being asked if I could change my fleet around. And it's like, what? On a 4-star ship? That's just unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are definitely having difficulty with it.
And they're running Geos as well. I mean, our top 10 is just Geos.
Yeah, then they need to stop running Geos. Because Geos... Houndstooth is a counter against Geos, so don't run Geos. I still run Chimera, Biggs, a TIE Advanced, and TIE Fighter Pilot. I mean, it gives me a little bit of difficulty. I have to change my strategy on how I attack it, but it's not like I can't beat it. It's not designed to beat that squad. It's designed to beat Geos.
That's science.
Geos.
Well, that's also runs into something else. If something is completely dominating in one area of the game, just remember that CG is going to work on figuring out some way to counter that dominating team.
But the counter is in the game!
But we're talking ships.
No.
No,
Yeah,
we had
ships.
one meta.
They came out with a big,
and now
easy
we were on the
counter.
second one.
They came out with an easy counter to Geos, just one ship.
Oh, so you mean like that, yeah. But the counter to Houndstooth is already in the game, so...
Yeah, the counter to that is already in the game, but I mean, like, they do that to all aspects of the game.
Does
Either that or they end up nerfing it.
Does the Gauntlet Starfighter still do buff immunity too as well since Ships 2.0? Gar Saxon's ship?
I think so. Let me check.
I think so.
I don't use Gauntlet, so I have to...
His secondary, I think, is the one that does it.
Yeah, because I was looking at his kit, and I think it's the missile, but it didn't say anything about crit immunity or buff immunity. I'm sorry.
It's
his crew ability, yeah, and inflict buff immunity for 2 turns.
Yeah.
See, so there you go. You could use Gauntlet to put that buff immunity on there too, if you're running a full Empire squad too, or got Gauntlet coming off the bench.
And it's not just the buff immunity too. You want to put buff immunity, but then you also want to have like a TIE Advance or something to dispel him, and then he loses everything. Like you stifle him very quick.
Or like, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Makwa, question: which Zeta on Bosk? Got both on Embo. Mainly use bounty hunters on Sith Raid, but would like to use them in more game modes.
Leader.
Lead.
Yeah, like the unique makes him like a standalone character, but like not a lot of people have any of the bounty hunter leads, especially since Embo and Aura Singh and Jango or Boba's is good, but his unique Zeta's not really a benefit to the whole team. So boss lead.
Doyason, question: when will we get Rebel Chewbacca? Soon, TM. Or never.
No, I'm going to go more with never.
Chewbacca? Well, let's just put it this way. It took him 2 years to give us a lightsaber Luke, and he ain't even a Jedi.
Nope.
Yeah.
We still don't have a Han with the Millennium Falcon. We have 4 Hans in the game, but we don't have a Han with the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, so
actually, no, there's 5 Hans in the game, right? There's 5 Hans.
5 Hans, yeah?
Yeah, we have 5 Hans in the game, and none of them have a Millennium Falcon, so yeah.
And we have 2 Falcons now as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when is Rebel Chewie coming in? Don't hold your breath. Next question.
The same time as C-3PO.
Or you can hold your breath because it'll be funny.
Kazakagi, too easy. Question: can I delete my Galaxy of Heroes game? I'm upset with this game. Kermit can make me stay though.
Well, don't do that. If you're angry, punch some random person in the face. Yay! And by random person, I mean Finn. Finn is a bad man. Punch him.
Yes. That Finity is a very, very bad man. I am telling you as Kermit and my friend Kermit that you should stay and play
And now what
Galaxy of
Finity is doing is called being racist. Can you say racist? Yay!
Racist.
I've got a story. Well, not a story actually.
Is he really being racist if he makes fun of himself?
Yes, Grande. And can you say stupid? Because that's what Grande is. Yay!
I thought that was called self-deprecation. It's not necessarily racism. Anyway, go ahead. Continue on.
No, you ruined the skit, Grande. We have to have awkward silence. Yay!
Stama Osbuff. Question.
Wait. Mike had a story. I wanted to hear.
I did. Yeah. So basically, Sweary's mum's come in tonight, saying that it's all kicked off. She works just off of Oxford Street in the medical area. It's near Harley Street. If that's probably
nobody knows what you're talking about.
All right. So basically, two people on bikes wearing masks and everything have mugged a woman, taken her bag, her phone, whatnot, and made their getaway. But there was a car driver saw it take place. He gave chase, and then one of them, and this is atrocious, one of them then threw clear liquid from a container over a pedestrian. I don't know if you're having acid attacks in the States,
No.
but we get acid attacks here where people carry acid, which is a clear liquid, and just throw it at people. So it turned out to be water, but Mrs. Sweary has been with her work party, and they're crossing the road as this is taking place.
And she beat that ass.
And no, but one of the consultants, she works for a medical company, one of the consultants, quite a big guy, has just pulled the hammer on one of these cyclists, and this cyclist hit the door. He left the bike, he hit the door, he crumpled into a complete mess, and police were on scene, cuffed, and they've nabbed him. Don't know about the other one yet.
And kids, this is what we call tagging that ass.
Yeah. There you go. So don't hit a random, hit someone that deserves it. So hit a robber or something. Just make sure that they don't have a gun.
I also didn't realize that this whole acid thing was a common thing. Damn,
I didn't either.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, that makes me want to visit England never.
There was.
Oh, look, everyone. Finn, look, it's Big Ben. Ah! Why?
Why?
No, you're fine. Normally, it's relationship based. Most of the acid attacks are kind of, vendettas and vindictions and whatnot. So,
Jesus.
Tip everyone and you're fine, mate.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, Sanely. Next question.
Stama Osbuff. Question: in an older fleet arena, is it possible for me to jump into top 50 with a 6-star capital ship? I am 77, but I don't know how much more I can climb.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it.
I'd say, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like a Gear 12 fleet commander on that capital ship.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, you may get attacked a lot on defense.
Sure.
But you should be able to offensively move up.
Don't see why not.
Next question.
Kazakage too easy. Question: could they give us Chewy shards for not running territory battles?
Don't give them ideas.
They could give Vandor Chewy shards.
Well, Chewy just said...
I'm all about the Vandor Chewy shards.
If it's Chewy shards, it'll always be Clone Wars Chewbacca.
No.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for Finn. It was just relayed to me that you were the Kraken that was sent from Mount Olympus. How is Zeus as a boss?
Ah.
Ask him yourself. Grande, you can speak.
No wonder the Greek gods fell.
And I whipped Finity into shape.
There's very little you can do. You always succumb to Zeus, aka the big deal.
Release the Kraken. Finn just comes out.
Next question.
You see a giant Finn with a porg, like, "Hi, everybody."
I got I posted it on our Twitter, right? So I went to a comic book store earlier, and I bought like a box of Magic cards, and I got the Sad Porg Funko. And the thing is just sitting on my desk, and it's just giving me sad eyes. It's adorable and sad at the same time. I'm like torn.
Got Betty Davis eyes.
Next question.
Filka, question, so how does it feel to be a whale, Finity?
Yeah, what's it like?
Oh my goodness.
It
Pardon me.
feels dirty. Next question.
You loved it.
That's all the questions.
You
Good.
loved it, Finn. Don't even play.
No. I do appreciate that from Tenebrous.
That's very nice. He's a very nice man.
And then thank you to JVU420 who gave to Ranger as well. So thank you guys.
Very nice. So we have the best fans in the world. The Super Math Balls. Alrighty then. So that's our show for today. Glad to have you guys all here. As I said previously, you haven't subscribed already. What are you waiting for? Obviously, you watch us all the time. Hit that subscribe button. Come join the fun. And speaking of fun, if you haven't joined our Discord already, please do. Have a great community. I think someone said over 2,000 people. It's climbing. It's working. It's working. And we have an awesome community of wonderful people that love to talk Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We got some Battlefront channels. We got D&D. We got Borderlands tonight. We got Borderlands tonight, right?
No, not tonight. Because there's a few people that are...
boo.
No, because Cyber is working and he's the one with the mods, and it just became easier with like with everything going on.
Well, that's
we'll figure out something. Well, if nothing else, I'll say it may not be as late as our Borderlands streams, but I'll be in the Discord voice.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will, and I will talk.
Well, you'll be muted. No, you'll be muted.
Yeah,
I'll talk for a little while. So you have to come.
Oh,
and see
for a
when
little
I'm
while.
talking.
Well, geez,
30 seconds.
Don't do us
It
any
may be
favors
30
there,
seconds.
Dr.
It may be
Finn,
5 minutes. You have to
woman.
come and check it out.
Yeah, he'll come in just in time to say, I'm muting myself and lying down.
That sounds about right.
Snarf, infinity. Bye. Alright, well that just happened. Also, if you haven't checked out, we have the Amazon wish list stuff. Fun stuff if you guys want to support us that way with some cool things you can just give to the RSG peeps. We've got the Patreon set up. We're almost at our 300 goal, so thank you to all the people that have given to us already on Patreon. But appreciate all the support. Everything we get, we use right back into the stream. Better equipment, doing more things for you guys, investing back into the stream. So we really appreciate all the love and support that you guys are giving us. It really means a lot. If you do have questions, again, guys, I really encourage you to go to Discord. If you have questions about your roster, about your mods, about anything, come to our Discord, ask community, or you can directly message us, and we'll be more than glad to help you out. That's what we live for. So on behalf of myself and the rest of the crew, thank you for joining us on our RSG lunch date with you guys. Make sure you check us out on YouTube Red if you're listening to this later on, or download us from the iTunes Store as a podcast. You can do that as well. So we'll be back here tomorrow from 12 to 1 to do the same craziness. We'll have another roster review, answer your questions. And then remember, tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, is our weekly Star Wars Galaxy Heroes live stream, the longest live stream running in the Galaxy Heroes community. And we'll have awesome guests and cover all the latest and greatest in news in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and tell you a little bit of what it all means. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace out.